Good morning and welcome to the vlog for the week. Today is Tuesday. Since yesterday I was still on our little mini vacation. That's in last week's vlog. And it's morning. I'm getting ready to get my stuff together to get headed out the door to start this work week. And I'm hoping for a good day. I'm hoping for some good news on the maybe getting a condo at the lake. We shall see. We're still working out some stuff. So anyway, welcome to the vlog. I forgot to show you what I was wearing today. I just have this like little green shirt and this skirt. It's got the green color within it that matches the shirt. These are both from Temu, but that's what I'm wearing today, and now I'm just getting all logged on and everything so I can start working. Well, one work day down, work day's done. Now I'm just heading home and it'll be gym time, and I wish it was more lake time. Too much land around here. Hello there. Today is Wednesday and can't think of anything to talk about. So today I'm wearing, this is a Temu shirt. I really like this shirt. It's very comfortable and I like the material. It's kind of stretchy, just with some pants and little floral like tennis shoes. Coffee's making, so I'm just gonna grab my fruit, that kind of stuff. No news yet, or still going through stuff with the condo. No good news, no bad news, no news. And yeah, I'm gonna get all my stuff together, get out the damn door, and hope for a good day. Work day is kind of done. I have my work cell phone that I'm going to be listening to a conference call on my way home. It didn't start until the time that I get off work, so I'm working and driving at the same time. So now I'm headed home, and also condo's looking good. I'm hesitant to say 100% until we're signing that title transfer, but it's looking good. Good morning, guys. I'm actually in my garage. I was getting my car all loaded up and everything to head to work when I realized I didn't film anything for the vlog this morning. So normally I would work from home today since it's Thursday, because where I work we can work from home 2 days a week, but really they want us in the office 3 days a week. So like if you have a vacation day or a holiday or something like that. So since I was off Monday, my 3 days I'm going in are Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I'll work from home tomorrow. So, and then later tonight, Brian and I are going to go up to Verizon we still have the iPhone 7, so my battery on my phone is like down to like 35%. It's like not good. And you might remember, if you've been around for a while, we tried getting new phones at the Apple store and we had like a bad experience with the employee, the way that, or no, we didn't try to get new phones, we tried to get new batteries. And that experience just wasn't good. So we're gonna do that later. And the lake condo, we have talked to the title company. The owners accepted the offer and everything, and so now we have to work on a seller agreement and stuff like that, because we're not using a realtor, so we're just buying directly from the owner. And so there's things that a realtor would do that you can do yourself and you save a lot of money. But anyway, I'm not going to get into like the details of the money and stuff like that, because that's like confidential stuff I don't want to share on the internet. So it's probably going to be 3 weeks to a month before we're able to take possession. I mean, when you buy a house, it's like all the paperwork and all the stuff you have to go through and everything. So I'm excited. I just, you know, I still feel like until the title's being signed and everything, it's like, you know, it doesn't feel real. So until then, I'm not going to be 100% confident we have it. You know what I mean? But anyway, I'm getting ready to head to work, and that's all I can think about for now. So I forgot to share my outfit, but I have on this shirt. This is a Temu shirt that I just actually got on a recent order that I haven't uploaded the video yet. It'll be up Saturday, but so it'll be up before this goes up, I think. But anyway, I have on this shirt. I love how it's got the like the cheetah print or leopard print and all the different colors, and then just black pants and Temu earrings too, actually. But yeah, I'm here at work. I actually got here quite a bit early. It's only 6:02, so I woke up so early this morning. Like, you don't even want to know how early. I could not fall back to sleep. I'm going to be paying later, I'm sure. I'll be super tired later, but I've been up for a long time already. Feeling good so far. Ask me at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, though. Hey there. So, this is the first video clip that I'm taking with my new phone. It's Friday, so I'm working from home today. I'm going in to refresh my coffee, and yeah, got new iPhones. We still have our old ones too. They said, you know, just to make sure everything carried over and all that before because we're trading our old ones in, because you can get a pretty good size credit, you know. So I have to tell you guys something kind of funny that happened. So we, as you know, we had our little mini vacation for 4 days last week, or you know if you watched the vlog last week. And so Brian has this JBL speaker that I got him for, I think, his birthday. I don't remember if it was his birthday or Father's Day, but he loves it. And so he takes it with us when we go on our vacations and stuff. So he had that there, and we were getting all packed up and everything, and came home and couldn't find the speaker anywhere. It was nowhere to be found. And I told him, I was like, I remember I put it in a certain bag. And he was like, well, I took it out of there because I wanted to put it somewhere else. Get home, we unpack, can't find the speaker anywhere. We've looked everywhere, in all the totes, all the bags, everything we take with us when we go on our little vacations, like to the condo and stuff, and the condo we don't own. And so we got in contact with the people that rent the condo that we rent, and said, you know, if anybody turns it in or whatever, we think we left it. And I was second guessing myself, because I did like a once over. You know, I walked through all the rooms and everything before we left, and I didn't see anything. Well, anyway, I went to get, Fridays when I do my laundry, I went to get all the laundry out of the hamper and everything. And lo and behold, this was in the laundry hamper, like in amongst the dirty clothes. And Brian, he's out doing bids, and so I called him. He just left, so I called him and I was like, I just found your speaker. And he was like, where? And I said, it was in the laundry basket. And he was like, oh my God, I remember now. He had put it down like amongst, like next to the dirty clothes bag and some other clothes. And he's like, when he went to empty his suitcase out, he must have just dumped, you know, the dirty clothes, not realizing that that was there. So found his speaker. So that's pretty awesome. So anyway, I'm coming in now. Maybe I'll sit you in a cabinet if I can fit you in here while I make my fresh coffee. Don't want to drop my brand new phone. So today I have on this shirt that says I need space, and we got this, so it says Nevada. I got this like, oh gosh, it's been a few years ago, the last time we went to Las Vegas, and we saw this in the airport. you know, Brian knows how I like, you know, scary, spacey, you know, all that kind of stuff. So he bought it for me. And then I got these tennis shoes on. See how they have like kind of that neon, like the neon here. So yeah, I got those tennis shoes, these that I have on from Temu. And that's going to be in the video that I'll have out Saturday too. So how are you all doing? I'm just coming in to make coffee. We had a little bit of drama with the condo that we're going to be buying yesterday, where basically the guy that's selling it, him and his wife are the owners, but they're elderly, and so when we were negotiating the price, or Brian, you know how they'll say they want this amount, and then so you'll say, well, how about this amount? And then they'll come back and say, how about this amount? That kind of thing. So Brian had an amount in mind. And so when he he went $5,000 below that amount, thinking that they would come back and say, well, $5,000 and above that amount. And that was the part we were comfortable with and everything. So, but that's not what happened. When he talked to the guy, he offered that lower amount and the guy accepted it. Well, yesterday we got a phone call from the grandson, and he was like, it was too low. He was like, you know, I know my grandpa said yes, but my grandma's not happy. We're not happy, you know, the whole thing. And so long story short, it basically puts us back to what Brian's original thought was. So talking to the grandson, and it actually is going to turn out better because, so this is what I'm using for my creamer, is the Zero Sugar Hazelnut by Coffee Mate. So, because the grandson is into real estate. He's like a realtor. So he knows how to do the seller's agreement, and he knows about the title company, all that kind of stuff. So it's going to end up working out for the better, because since the seller was elderly, Brian was going to get the information together and then work with the guy, you know, like fill out forms together, because we're not dealing with a realtor. So we're having to do things like that ourselves. He just wanted to do a sell by owner, so he doesn't have to pay that realtor fee. There's closing costs you save on, stuff like that. So we're ending up with somebody that's a realtor anyway, but it just so happens to be his grandson, and everything's, you know, gonna work out. And the guy was super nice. He was so nice. And it's okay. It's okay. It is like, I'm trying still to not get overly excited. It's like until we get the like seller's agreement and we're starting to like, that's kind of messing the light up a little bit. But until things get more, oh, and Splenda, I use Splenda. I don't know. Some of you guys know probably exactly what I'm talking about. Until we're signing on the dotted line, I just keep feeling like, oh, what happens if it falls through? And that's what I thought was going to happen yesterday. It was really scary. But when we first got the call, because we were at the Verizon store, and so Brian had to tell the grandson, oh, you know, I'm at the Verizon store, can I call you back? Even though the guy said why he was calling, and we were thinking, oh crap, he's going to want the original price that they listed it for, and, you know, which was, we didn't really want to spend that much money. So, cause yeah, I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to get into the financial like details. But the reason that we're able to do this now is because Brian's mom, you know, between his mom and us, we're all coming together for this condo, you know, and yeah, I've already made, like, I have a list. I'll have to, when I get back to my desk, I'll tell you the kind of stuff. Because I don't know if I even told you any details about the condo. I'm pretty sure I didn't. I think I just said last week that we had looked at a couple. The first one was a big no, but the one we're buying, we really want that one really, really badly. And it looks like we're gonna get it, but I just want to be done. It just takes too long to buy a house. But yeah, it's like, I'm thinking, oh great, they're going to do the title search. What if it comes back and it's, not a clean title, which doesn't make any sense at all because it's been the same owners for many years and there's no reason that it would come back. And, I don't know. I'm trying to be more positive than that. I hope this coffee's still hot. There's not much left. Yeah, it's hot. I could always put it in the microwave if I needed to, because I noticed the hot plate had turned off. So yeah, anyway, yesterday was scary at first. It was like, so between the Verizon store and getting home to call the guy back, he told us when he got off work. I'm standing over here so I can try to block that light. We were like, oh no. And then we couldn't call him right away because his number was in the cell phone and our phones were working on transferring from the old phone to the new phone. This whole, the whole transfer process and everything. But he ended up being super, super nice. I mean, we still worked together to, work things out. And then he said he would, do the title stuff or the realtor stuff. So that's going to save Brian a lot of stress because all the forms and everything, you can fill them out. You can find them online and do them and everything, but having somebody that knows what they're doing is better. So, and Brian's busy enough and he's the one that has negotiated the price, who's been talking to the title company, Brian's been putting a lot of work into it. My work is going to come after we have the condo, with stuff. But anyway, let me get back to my desk and then in a little bit I'll show you my little notebook that I have like my dream stuff in. I'll share that with you guys. Okay, I'm back in the office now. I also have my list here of all the things for the cruise to add up. Everything, the airfare, the hotel, the cruise, all of it. So I'm seeing and everything's already paid for except for the hotels because they don't charge you until you stay. So I have this notebook. By the way, it says there's room under the sun for everyone. But so the condo itself, it's had some really nice updates made to it. But then there are also other things that need to be done. So I think this complex was built in like 1985. And like the doors and certain things are original. So if you guys watched my vlog last week, I showed that condo we rent. And they've remodeled that one, mostly the bathrooms. And so what they did there was there used to be a walk-in closet in the primary bedroom, the main bedroom. They took out that closet and expanded that bathroom to be really big. And so if you saw that, I showed the bathroom and it's big and it's got a great big shower, no bathtub. There's no bathtubs in either one of the bathrooms at the one we rent. And they did that because they were trying to make the footprint bigger. So also the spot where a washer and dryer goes, they took that out too and moved the washer and dryer over into that bigger bathroom by the master bathroom. But basically they have no closets. There's like this much hanging space, like in the master closet. And then it's even smaller in the spare bedroom closet because they built a great big, not a safe, but that's what it reminded me of, a big like floor to ceiling safe that took up almost that whole closet in there. They also did because that's a rental property, and they want to rent it. And they also have bunk beds that are built-ins that are really super cool, that have stairs, like proper stairs and everything. So it's an excellent rental condo. But it's, if you're trying to be there a lot, like what we're going to do with the one we're buying, we want to have some stuff that we keep there and everything. We're not going to rent ours out. So just that as a background. So the condo we're buying hasn't had those remodels like that. It also doesn't have a fireplace. The one we rent has a fireplace. You can't use it. They don't let you use it. It's wood burning. And so I don't care about a fireplace. It just takes up a lot of wall space. So the condo we're going to buy actually has a spot for like a dining table. So they have a dining table that has 4 chairs and a bench that they have up against the wall, where a fireplace would be if they had one. I'd much rather have somewhere to sit like that. The kitchen, they've refurbished all their cabinets. So the cabinets are wooden. They're a really pretty color of wood. And I will show you guys once we get back in there. I am kicking myself. We went in there and we were in there for a while looking at the condo we're going to buy. Why I didn't take any pictures or video, I don't know. I don't know if it was because Brian's mom and stepdad were there, or if it was because I was just so focused and I wasn't thinking, because not even just for vlogging, for taking that stuff for us to go look at again. Because since it's being seller sold with no realtor or anything, there's no listing. So we can't go like look at a listing and look at pictures again. Although in my brain, I have it pictured. Like I know exactly what it looks like, where everything was and everything. So the furniture comes with it too. And all the kitchen stuff. So, but they refurbished all the wooden cabinets. They look like new, they were shiny and everything, the wood. And then all of the lower cabinets have like those pull-outs, so like the wooden, like inside drawer things. So you can get the stuff in the back, that kind of thing. So all of those had that. It has a linoleum floor that's an older style, but it's in excellent condition and it's very clean. It has carpeting in the living room and both bedrooms. It's carpeted throughout except for the kitchen, and the 2 bathrooms have the same linoleum floor. So eventually we do want to replace the carpet, at the very least in the living room and hall area, with a laminate of some sort. It's got a sofa and a love seat and like a recliner that are probably from the 90s, maybe. I don't know. They're maybe the 2000s, but they're just older, but they're clean and they're comfortable. So we'll eventually replace that. It's got a TV in the living room, and then like a little TV stand and a coffee table and 2 end tables. So for now, we're going to keep all that. And I like the coffee table and end tables are fine. They're like the open kind. They're like wooden on the top, and then they have metal legs. I might paint the metal legs. I don't know. They're like that green color that was really super popular like in the 80s, like a seafoam green. That's what color the bottoms are. It's fine. But then the deck, like I've shown you guys, the one we rent, it's got a really nice deck that you walk out on, and the flooring they had replaced with that composite flooring, so it's not wood, it's kind of plastic, like that'll last forever. Well, this condo we're buying has that too. They have the floor replaced, but the floor's nicer. It's also screened in. They have solar blinds out there for like when the sun's coming in. There's a ceiling fan out there. They also have an old like swing, like those standalone, they're not a porch swing, the kind that come with the stands. There's like an old one of those out there, perfectly fine with us. I'll still enjoy it. And a table and chairs. that's like bar height, which is good because then you see over like the deck railing. And so they've got that out there. I think there was I don't remember if there was a rug or not though. I don't care about that, and the view is beautiful. The view is not blocked at all. It's a gorgeous view. And so there's like no big tree in front of it or anything. And then the bedroom, the master bedroom, it's got a nice set in there. You can tell it's the kind that you like buy and put together. I don't care. It's still nice. It looks new, honestly. There's no television in either of the bedrooms, so we're TV people. You know, I fall asleep to the TV, so we'll put TVs in there. And then there's the bathroom, and it's not all fancy and big. It's just a regular. So the sink, like the vanity and the sink, is like halfway between the bedroom and the bathroom. So the bathroom, what's inside behind a door, is the shower with a tub and the toilet. And then the sink is separate, which is fine because, you know, if Brian's taking a shower and I'm wanting to get ready or vice versa, you know, it's separated. And I guess that's, from my understanding, that's the original way all those condos were built. Some people, you know, just enlarge the bathroom. But what they have to do is there's a walk-in closet in there. And so they kind of take up the walk-in closet space. I want the walk-in closet, not because we're planning on having a ton of stuff in there, but between Brian and I and my mother-in-law and father-in-law, we all want to have a little bit of clothing down there. So we want to have some clothes and shoes and, you know, stuff like that. So when we want to go to the lake, we can just pack like a small bag with, I don't know, little things you need or something. And we've got clothes and stuff already there. So we want that closet. We want it for the space and everything. Then there's another bathroom that's like, you know, kind of like the common bathroom if everybody could use it, or the spare bedroom person, that could be like the one they're using. That one has a tub and a toilet and the vanity all in the same room, like a regular bathroom, but it also has a linen closet. And that's another thing that they took out from the one we rented. There's no linen closet, and it's nice. It's like you could put all your like medicine and hand soaps and towels, and you know, it's a nice little size linen closet in there. And then there's the spare bedroom. The bedroom set in there is pretty old. It kind of looks like an old hotel, the style of it and stuff. And so we might paint it or something. I don't know. It's like it's an ugly wood color, but I don't care. It's still a bed in there. And so, you know, I'm just really looking forward to it. But anyway, here's my notebook. And then I have like a little list here that says Lake House Dreaming. And it's the things that I want to do for each room. Like, oh, and the ceiling fans. They're really old. So we'll replace those. So, but I have like a little list here, and then I have like staple, you know, like groceries you want to have all the time. I've been adding to that list. And then I have a future lake condo projects, you know, the bigger things. And then I'm making like a list of things to take. So for like the bedrooms, we also like want to get a new smoke detector, because I don't know what's going on, but when we first walked in there, the smoke detector was on the floor. And I think the bracket must be broken, because there's a bracket on the wall, but the smoke detector that was on the floor had a piece of like double-sided like duct tape inside of it. So it's like they must have had to tape it up there, and then it fell and then just kind of bounced across the floor. So I have in capital letters, new smoke detector. And then we also want to put a security camera up. And because we have those on our house, and we actually have an extra one. So that came with we got a good deal. And so we've got an extra camera and an extra I don't know what they call it. It's like the thing that you plug into the wall or whatever. But so anyway, we're going to take one of our that security camera. So for the bedrooms, I hope you guys aren't bored. I'm excited. But for the bedrooms, I want to get brand new mattress covers, because they're used mattresses, and so I want to get covers on them. Brand new bed pillows, um, bed sheets. We'll keep the ones they have, just wash them, but I'd like to have a couple of extra. And I need to check with my mother-in-law because she said she has a lot of linens and stuff. So Brian's dad passed away several years ago. His mom got remarried. We love the guy she married, and Brian's dad knew him too, and he liked him too. It was a friendship that developed. It's a awesome story, but it's her story, so I'm not going to share all of it. But anyway, when they moved in together, she kept a lot of her stuff. So she said she still has a lot of linens, but so we'll do an inventory. But I also want to replace the comforter sets because the ones they had they're really old and faded and stuff. Want to replace the ceiling fans in the bedrooms, the lamps in one of the bedrooms, they're terrible, and put TVs in there, which I already know from Amazon. That TV back there, that's an Amazon Fire TV. It's a 40-inch. We don't need a TV that big, but they're relatively inexpensive. So TVs aren't a big deal. So then in the bathrooms, want to get towels and washcloths. That could be things that Carol has. A new shower curtain for one of them. The one that's in the master bedroom has the shower doors. I'm not too thrilled about that. I'm not really a big shower door fan, but whatever. I'll deal with it. But then the other shower has like a shower curtain, and so I want to get a new one for that. Bath mats for both bathrooms. And then I wrote down toilet paper. Trash cans. Get some baskets. I wanted to get like some little storage baskets. So like I'll have a basket, Brian will have a basket, Carol and Dwayne will each have baskets, and then we can just have them like under the sink. And then because we've agreed to the master bedroom, like if Brian and I are there by ourselves, that'll be ours. We'll be the ones who are mostly there. If Carol and Dwayne are there by themselves, they'll be there. So just having stuff like our shampoos or whatever that we can just have when we're there. So I wanted to get some baskets, toilet bowl brushes. I wrote that down. I like using the Clorox ones, the one that has a disposable like soap pad on the end. So you wash your toilet and you just throw it away. So then you don't have like a toilet brush that's growing bacteria in there. And then I have cups for when you brush your teeth written down too. And then in the kitchen, we need to do an inventory because it had a lot of stuff, but all the cabinets had stuff in them. And so we're going to need to go through and see what we want to keep, what we might need to get new, but then also have at least one cabinet that we can put like food and coffee and stuff in. Things that like right now we're always packing our coffee and our Splenda to take down there, and just things like that. Maybe have some cereal or things that have a long shelf life. We just want to have some room for food, and then when we're staying there, we'd like to have some room for food. Like even the one we rent, there's no cabinet that you just put stuff in. We usually just have everything out on a counter. So, but we're going to be not living there permanently, but definitely be there longer. My goal is to go at least once a month, probably more. So the kitchen, do inventory, and then I have trash bags because we'll need those. A new dish drainer, cleaning supplies, and then I have rugs with a question mark because I remember there being rugs there, but I don't remember if I liked them. And then for the living room, ceiling fan, want to replace that. They have throw pillows on the sofas that I think if I replace those, I can make the sofas look just fresher, I want to get a basket for throws. So, because I can picture when it gets chilly, like a basket that just has like throws that you can cuddle up with. Because I can just picture when it's like chilly, sitting out on that deck with the throw and my book. I have all this in my head. So I want to get a basket that was something else Carol said. She's like, don't buy any throws. I've got a bunch of those. We have extras too. Some of the stuff we're not gonna have to buy stuff. Like, I'm not gonna buy a wardrobe for down there. I'm gonna take, clothes that I already have. Games. I wrote down Yahtzee and Uno, which we have extra so we can have those down there, because Brian and I, we love playing Yahtzee. And then I wrote down, eventually replace furniture, paint the side tables and coffee table. That was one of the things, I think. Paint the TV table, and then get new lamps. There's a lamp. It looks like it would be in the Golden Girls or something. It's very, very 80s. It's huge. It takes up it's big, and it's like a cream color. And then it has in geometric, it has that 80s green and the 80s mauve, in little geometric things, and then a big old shade. So I want to replace the lamps. And then I was just writing down things to have there, staples you need, trash bags and toilet paper, cleaning supplies, a broom, a mop, salt and pepper, hand soap, dish soap, dishwasher tabs. There is a dishwasher. We probably won't use it that often, but it's really old, but it was super clean. And the appliances in the kitchen, they're not way, way old. They're older, but they were very clean. So it's like a white refrigerator, white stove, white microwave, but they were all very clean and perfectly fine. Paper towels, coffee, Splenda, tea, shampoo, conditioner, lotion. I know. And then future lake condo projects. So I don't know how soon it'll be when we replace the ceiling fans. That is a desire. That's something we could probably do sooner rather than later. But replace carpet and vinyl floors throughout. Replace the kitchen appliances. These are future, possibly years in the future. I have one for my house too, where we live. I have a list and it's mostly marked off, because really the last room in our house we need to do a complete remodel of is the bathroom that's in our master bedroom. It's not good. Replace the bathroom vanities and faucets. That's something I'd like to do we'd like to do in the future. Replace the kitchen counter. The countertop is, what do they call that? What a normal bath or a normal countertop, but it looks like fake wood, but a light color fake wood. It looks very lakey to me. So I'm fine with it for now. But eventually I think it'd be cool to replace it. Replace the kitchen flooring. That was but probably what we'll do. It just depends when we replace the carpet, if we do everything or if we do it in stages or what. Replace the spare bedroom furniture set, or maybe paint it, or both. Paint it, then replace it later. Replace the deck furniture. Not that we don't like what they have, but they have that it's like a poly resin. It's like what the place we rent, what they have. We love that stuff. It's pricey though, so that'll just be a save money and then get that later. We also want to replace the thermostat with a smart thermostat. They have one there that's a programmable one, but we want to get one of those that you can control from your phone, from away. So if we know we're going to go, say it's summer or winter, we're kind of going to come for the weekend, bump the air down, the heat up, before we get there. So that'll be nice to have. And then the doorknobs, on the doors, Brian wasn't real thrilled. He didn't really like the doorknobs too much. So replace the doorknobs, possibly the whole door, with something nicer. But, just goofy little dreamy things. That's just what I've always been, a list maker. And so, yeah, I know I just talked your ear off. I'm sorry if you're bored. And I will definitely show you the condo when we, the before, and then I'll show you the progress we make, if you stick around for my vlogs, in all the future months, you'll see. So I'm hoping, today is September 1st, and we're hoping to close by, like late middle of the month, something like that. So, and we already told the guy that we're going to be visiting my mom and dad, my family, the middle of September. So I'm really excited about that. So he already knows that weekend's out. So hopefully it can be the weekend after that or the weekend before if we're lucky. But the title company said they usually take about 21 days for them. So anyway, I need to get my butt back to work. So thanks for listening. Worth it than some of
does compared to that big.
Oh. Do it again. So today is Saturday. The video clips you saw where we went to Spirit Halloween, that was from Friday evening, Brian and I, the one close to our house. It's actually been open a couple of weeks, but believe it or not, I hadn't been into it yet. So we went to Spirit. We'd gone out to eat, and Brian was having like a craving for Texas Roadhouse, and we had a coupon. Actually, we had a few coupons because at the gym they have them. So then when we were there, we gave a couple of other tables a coupon too. But right now I am on my way to Marshall's because I want to start looking at comforter sets, like new comforters for the lake condo. I only need one because We have a comforter that my mother-in-law had actually gotten for my daughter that moved to Seattle. She moved to Kansas for a little while before she ended up moving to Seattle. And we had bought her a bed, and my mother-in-law found this comforter like super cheap on clearance at Kohl's. But Kim had never used it. So when she moved to Seattle, she's like, I'm not going to take this. I don't need it. And they weren't too thrilled with the color of it. It's like a reversible one, and it's a solid gray on one side, and then it's like a kind of a seafoam green on the other. Brian loves that comforter, so we're going to put that in the spare bedroom of the condo. But I want to find one that's more neutral than the one that's in there right now. So watch, I'll say neutral, and then I'll find one that's not neutral at all, and I'll like it. I don't know. But I was looking online at like Walmart, Target, Kohl's, and I figured I'd just drive to Marshall's and see what they have, and just make it be like a fun little looking around at stuff. Maybe buy something. I don't know. It depends on what I find for the lake house. And later, Brian and I are going to a Kansas City Royals game. So he has a friend that the business he works for gets tickets to the Royals games in like the really fancy suites, that where you're inside in the air conditioning and all that kind of stuff. And so he offered Brian a couple of tickets for free. So, well, heck yeah, we'll take that. And that game is not till like 6:30, something like that tonight. So that's what we're going to do tonight. That'll be fun. And then tomorrow, Sunday, I think we're going to go to one of our local lakes with the Sea-Doo. And then Monday is Labor Day in the United States, and so that's a day off. And I think I am going to use that day to clean house. And one of the things that I want to start doing, when we're past the time when we can go like enjoy lake time and stuff, well, when we have our lake condo, we're gonna enjoy lake time a lot. But when there's less time spent on the lake, stuff like that, I want to start doing some decluttering at home, because I got a lot of stuff, like a lot of clutter, like not clutter like on surfaces and stuff, but like I have too much of different things, that I don't like. I have some jewelry, costume jewelry that I don't wear anymore. I have others that I like better, stuff like that. So I want to go through that kind of stuff. I want to go through shoes. I want to go through clothes again. I've been all through the summer side, or the spring summer side of my closet, but I need to do the winter side. So I want to do those kind of projects. So I'm going to keep myself busy when it comes up to winter time. And that's usually when I start loom knitting a lot more too. So, because winter is actually a really depressing time for me. And so I think, well, this year I don't think it's going to be quite as depressing, because we'll be able to escape to the lake condo from time to time. Won't be on the lake, but we'll see the lake. You know what I mean. But then if I keep myself busy too, and I'm not just like sitting around watching TV or whatever. So that's my goal, is to do some decluttering and stuff. So I also have tons of like makeup, like eyeshadow and stuff, because I used to buy, like every time Too Faced would come out with a new palette, I'd buy it. Well, I don't wear a lot of that stuff anymore. I stay more kind of neutral. So mainly on the weekdays. Sometimes I'll pull out different colors and stuff, but I haven't been wanting to get rid of those because they're kind of, not collectibles, but I have some good memories and stuff, and I just really like them. But it's, so some things, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's one of those things when I get my hands on them, maybe I don't want to get rid of them, or I don't know. Or maybe I'll just start putting more color into my iLook again. It just takes more planning. like when I pick out my clothes for work, pick out my eyeshadow palette too, something like that. I don't know. I'm using this new phone, so we'll see how the video quality is. I know the screen, at least from this side, it looks really good. But yeah, anyway, I'm just heading to Marshall's and gonna look around and see what they have. Found this shower curtain. The bathroom at the condo is painted like kind of a light green. I think this would be really pretty in there. And then some hooks and a cup. And then I'm carrying this comforter around. It's like a blue-gray. I think it'd be perfect. And then I have placemats and a dish drying rack. That's what I have that I'm carrying around with me so far. Okay, this is the comforter set I got. And it's just a really pretty shade of blue. And it comes with a comforter, shams, and some pillows. Super, super soft. It was $50 for that. I didn't think that was bad at all. And then I got these placemats I showed you. They're reversible, and a basket. I got this because I want to put some throws in it at the lake. And then the other stuff I already showed you, but I just had her put it right in there. So I'm done at Marshall's. I only spent $120, which I thought was pretty good for as much stuff as I got. And so, I mean, a shower curtain. I also got a shower curtain liner, shower hooks, the cup, the placemats, the basket, the dish drainer, the comforter. I think that was everything. But they have, what are they called? Yeah, Pop Shelf. They have one of those stores that they opened that I've never been in. So I'm gonna go over there because it's just right over here and check it out. Never been there before. Don't even really know what it is, so I'm gonna go check it out. I have like a bunch of like decor and stuff like that. At least so far what I'm seeing. It's like a big Dollar General with a lot more room in the aisles and a lot more stuff. They have a little bit of everything, it seems. Maybe not as much food as a Dollar General. They got a lot of stuff. Okay, I didn't buy anything, but so Pop Shop is Dollar General. They even had some of like the Dollar General like branded things that have like the DG on them. It's just more heavily geared more towards the decor section. And they did have food, that cleaning stuff. They didn't have any clothing. Pet supplies. I looked at the Halloween stuff. I looked at the Halloween stuff at Marshall's too, but I just don't, unless I see something that just I can't do without, or I feel like I can't. I have enough Halloween. But, so, it's a nice store. I mean, I liked how, at least the Dollar Generals by me, they're always really tight. Like the aisles are really tight and everything, and they're kind of jumbled up. But this was nice and clean. The aisles were big. Had a lot to pick from and stuff. Just nothing I needed or wanted. So now I'm heading to Target because we need toilet paper and some normal stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just having a nice day being outside. See, like Target has these quilt sets. They're like 100, 120. Or they're just, too busy or whatever. I hope Brian likes that one I picked out. I bet he will. They're getting ready for Halloween. So I got the toilet paper. I got these for Brian. I've never heard of this flavor. Spicy pineapple jalapeno. It's really cool. Arrowhead, where the Chiefs play, is right next to Kauffman Stadium, where the Royals play.
And so my buddy hooked us up with Diamond. We're in the Diamond Club MVP seat, so we're literally parking in the players' lot. This is the lot in between the two stadiums. We don't have to walk anywhere. So yeah, we're parking where the players are. No big deal. It's pretty awesome. All right,
we belong, no matter what. That the destiny was already ours, and all we had to do was play the game that we wrote. That felt more like a fun thing to change than a monumental problem.
Added Wade Davis and James Shield. In 2014, we added Jason Vargas and Chris Young, and in 2015, Edison Volquez. These guys were the nucleus of our championship team. My job was to give them time, just like in Atlanta and Milwaukee, to develop and gain.
Get on your feet and make some noise. It's time for Evergy Royals starting lineup. Leading off, the third baseman.
Was really fun. We lost 9-5, so it wasn't a blowout, but it was fun. It was our first time ever being able to be somewhere like that. They served your food and everything, and it was really cool.
You basically just sit down. It was in a really nice, imagine a really nice movie theater seat with cup holders and a high back and cushions, really nice.
We felt really special.
You were outdoors, but there was AC blowing on you, and so it wasn't hot. And then they had waitresses and staff that would come out and basically take your order. You had a menu and bring you everything, and it was pretty awesome. It was a really nice experience.
It was really cool. I'm
glad I would definitely do it again.
I'm glad we got to do it, so you'll have to thank Mitch.
No doubt.
We're on our way to our local lake, Longview Lake. Hey there, so now we're home from the lake. It's 5 o'clock, and so we're gonna get some food. Brian's got leftovers, and I'm just gonna make a frozen dinner or something and just chill out. We're gonna watch, the other day we saw the movie Running Man. It's an 80s movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and we haven't seen that movie for so long, but we recorded it, we DVR'd it, so we're gonna watch Running Man. And then, just enjoy the rest of the day. And so it's been a good week. And thank you guys for joining me for this week. And I'm wrapping the vlog up. And I hope you come back next week. Bye.